Okay. Okay. This is like my third or fourth or fifth or sixth attempt. I don't know anymore. It's recording this. It doesn't come naturally to me. Maybe I should just do this more often. Might be a sign. Anyways, I am going to be commentating and dissecting this gameplay footage of a video that I posted earlier. If you want the video without the commentary, you can just type this in on YouTube, go to my channel, or check the description if you just want the gameplay straight up. Also, if you want more insight on this build, in the description I have a link to the forum post that I posted about this. Goes very good with this. They work in conjunction, this video and the forum post. I would go to the forum post and then I'd come back here and watch this. If you have any questions, just ask in the forums or the just comments, whatever you want to do. But I'm gonna go over this and also check down bottom for the timestamps. I'm going to be going over like some of my stats and stuff. This looks low, trust me, but I'll explain it. Okay, now that that's all out of the way, the introduction's there, let me actually click play and full screen and show you what this is about. This is one of my favorite quests, honestly. I love this quest. Like, I don't know why, I just love it, just killing little animals. Just kidding. I don't know. Just look at that chipmunk. It's just asking to die. Just it's I'm messed up. Okay, buffs, jump and night shield, and all the usual things. Hello, Plague Reaper. I just avoided that. Just went straight up over here. Oh, is this video slowed? It is slowed. Okay, that's kind of cool though. That's nice. Before every single fight, you cast a rejuvenation cocoon, cast a displacement. Reason why you cast a displacement is you get something called feigned health. When you cast something on yourself, it gives you temp HP based on your charisma. That's a warlock thing. So cocoon, displacements, feeding frenzy. You cast consume, you get feeding frenzy. This gives you 20% movement speed. So displacement, cocoon, movement speed. You're getting a lot of temp HP, you're getting a lot of defenses going into the fight because you can move around stuff. You have the temp HP, and then Shard Storm, more temp HP. So you increased your hit points a lot, and you can kind of like cushion some of the damage. You know, if you get hit, this is a very forgiving build. So tentacles is what I cast next to hold them. Dragon breath. You know, I insta-kill the one that's coming at me. This is all happening very fast, and this is slowed down too.
Enemies are destined to fall.
And look at that damage. That's all from dots, that's from the tentacles, that's from my draconic mantle, and that's from just straight up pack damage at something that's held. This build has a lot of helpless damage. So let's go back and watch that one more time. You do all your stuff beforehand, yep, see. Realistically, I should have casted a hold monster like immediately after tentacles, but I did not.
Enemies are destined to fall.
Cool. Feeding frenzy for the speed, I hold it, whatever. These rats came out of nowhere. Tentacles, dragon breath, just straight up knocked out both of them. I'm not even really buffed up, and again, I'm missing some things. Lead these to the tentacles, insta-kill the one that's coming after me. I dodged it. If I would have gotten hit, I have temp HP. And when my insta-kills are off timer, I have Ruin, Greater Ruin, which are essentially insta-kills. This fight, I don't use my temp HP or consume, so I got lucky. When I use my Dragon Breath, watch what happens. Daunting Roar, that's an ability that I get in Draconic, and a lot of people don't get it. And right there is a good example of it actually working out pretty well when you're in close combat like that. So let's just watch the first fight again, just to kind of, we'll watch it in real speed here, and then I'll go over some other things.
Our enemies are destined to fall!
I get the Inquisitive gem because it reminds me of Borderlands voices, like, or Oblivion's voices, the Elder Scrolls game that I used to play. So I just showed you that, explained that. So something I didn't go over in the actual forum post is gearing and filigree. So let me go over that real quick. It'll only take a second. Okay. Gear-wise, this is a basic set. You have your Feywild Dreamer, right? It's just a pretty basic Sharn set. It's nothing crazy, so if you want to farm this, it's not too bad. I recommend it, actually. This gear set might not be the best, but I sure as hell spent a lot of time looking at this. Too much time, help me. Touch of Power, Cruel Cut. You don't need these right away. All you really need is the Feywild Dreamer, like a couple pieces, and Elder's Knowledge and the Filigrees. And actually, you do need a lot, but raid augments, those could wait if you don't have them. You probably know that. So just, you can slow this down. The gearing, I'm going to go over, it's very augment reliant. And what I mean by that is I'm fitting 3 different spell schools in, dodge, 2 raid augments sets, and a bunch of other things here. So you can just see the filigrees I put in, how it's set up, all that. Green steel belt. Okay, and then the weapon. Brighthorn. I get this. It goes very, very well with the Warlock's temp HP, and it's fun. It's makes it so I can dick around a little bit, which I do a lot. Like, why play the game seriously 100% of the time? Could get like some of these other things here for more damages, but whatever. Charisma, curse over time damage, 2 DCs. Can't beat it. And then for filigrees, I'm going to explain this here best as I can. So you get all the +2 charisma. So you get 2 here, and then you mirror it and put the 2 down bottom. And so that's 4 DCs in total. And then Eye of Beholder is 3 DCs for 4 pieces. So it's almost just as good as this, but you get like spell power and things. So I get charisma here for 1 DC, and then like spell power, and technically 9 spell power there, and oh my god, so that's 2 DCs plus the charisma is 3 DCs for 4 Ps. Odo's is like the lesser version of Eye Beholder. 4 piece gives you 2 DCs, so this is also 3 DCs for 4 pieces, but less spell power. So I get charisma here, charisma there, and spell power there. So that leaves me with 2 pieces left over, and if you put 2 charismas in, at least on the build I have that's completed, that will be another DC. So I looked over here at these ones, and I'm like, okay, well, what has charisma and what is beneficial? The only really beneficial thing here is Embraced by Light 3Ps, so I get Embraced by Light charisma for 10 spell power. And then the last one, I just put a random Frozen Wanderer in. Maybe there's one that's better, I don't know. If your DCs, like if you don't need the charisma for another DC, you can put something else in. Anyways, that is that. And one quick thing that I really want to cover is if you do not have all the gear, all the pass size, this and that, if you're like a mid-range with your DCs, if they're around like 112 or so, that's okay. I played this Warlock a while ago, basically the same build, and my DCs were very low, but it was fun. I didn't rely 100% on my instakills. I relied more on my Ruin, Greater Ruin, and my Tentacles, and I didn't rely as much as my Hold Monster Mass. Again, very, very forgiving build. So you have the temp HP, you have the Tentacles, which is basically no fail. You have Ruin, Greater Ruin to kill things, you know, so it's still fun, and it actually makes it more fun if these spells don't land all the time, because then you're running around, I don't know, I like it a lot. And then for my stats here, 988 spell power, force is 896. Keep in mind, this isn't a Sorlock. Wow. Oh my god. This is okay. This isn't a sorcerer. I'm talking way too fucking fast. This isn't a sorcerer, and it isn't an alchemist. Doesn't get spell power in its trees. It like basically gets nothing. Just from the draconic tree. That's why it's so low. I don't have potions going. There's a couple different types of potions you can use. I don't have any bonuses on my gear, mythics or reapers, for spell powers. So I'm missing the past lives for Blightcaster. Well, I'm talking about Blightcaster. Blightcaster can use the same gear set, so it's kind of interesting. So if you want to knock out Warlock and Blightcaster past lives, you can do that, kind of. You just need to swap filigrees and augments. Getting back to it, so let's look at the DCs. Dodge, max. And this is all in Reaper mode, obviously. Hold Monster Mass, 118 enchantments. This is a no-fail. Phantasmal Killer, 118 illusion. Trap the Soul, 118 conjuration. So you kind of see what's happening here. They're all 118. I do not know how that happened. I really don't. This doesn't happen in this game ever. Like, maybe every now and again you'll get two stats that are the same, right? But when it happens here, it's kind of like having the same hit points as spell points or whatever. It's kind of cool when it happens. Yeah. So 118, it basically lands like all the time. 120, it's like a no-fail, and I will get 120 if I get another ring and a Yugo-pot. Whew, okay. I gotta take a breath. I go over all this in the forum post. Here's my cosmetics, and you can see the bonuses I have on all this gear and the filigrees. So that's that. Thank you guys, as always, you know, watching one of my videos. Appreciate it. Appreciate the views. Appreciate you. Love you all. Okay. Thank you. And if you have any questions, obviously ask. Or anything that can make this build better that I forgot, please mention that. I keep this build file around, and I'll keep updating it as needed. So yeah. All right. Take care and goodbye. Bye. Adios.